Hey y'all, welcome back to Journey with JoJo, Girl in the Word. So I was just doing my makeup today and I was inspired to just encourage young mothers out there who feel like they're losing themselves. I've been there before and I was able to go through it. So this video is basically just tips to help you who's in that position to feel better and make life enjoyable. So this is a finished look. To new moms, young mothers out there, what I have to say is, in order to keep from losing yourself, find time to catch up with yourself. Find time to do what you like. Just create and make time for yourself. Your baby might not be at a sitter's, or you may not be able to afford daycare, or you're just single and you don't have anyone to help you watch your baby. So when your baby's asleep, just use that opportunity to read the Bible, go wash your hair real quick, put on makeup really quickly, to be on the phone with a friend, but don't be too loud because you're gonna wake the baby up, and take a nap. Just when your baby falls asleep, you use that time to take a nap, because sometimes we want to be the best mothers, but we cannot be the best if we do not give our best. And you can only be your best when you've had good sleep and proper rest. Another thing that I have to say is, in order to keep from losing yourself, find someone to talk to. Have that person who you confide in, have that person who you tell your struggles with and everything, because if you keep bottling up all your emotions, if you keep telling yourself, oh yes, I have to be strong, I have to keep pushing, you could end up breaking yourself. So find someone who you would share your struggles with. Just find somebody. Back at home in Sierra Leone, I used to hear this phrase all the time: a problem shared is a problem half solved. So if you have that close person, that friend, that counselor, that mentor that you constantly reach out to and basically release and unburden all your issues to, they might not be there to help you physically, but I'm telling you, emotional weight carries as much as physical weight. So if you have too much weighing down on you emotionally, that can affect you physically. So you need someone who can help you unload those emotions, so you feel better, so you feel a tad bit normal. Thirdly, friends. I've heard so many people say, well, I can no longer be with my friends or be friends with certain people because when they want to hang out, I'm busy, I'm being a mom and things like that. I just feel, okay, those are immature friends. When you have friends who, especially friends who have children as well, friends would make time. So catch up with your friends too, because especially if you've known this person for a very long time, they can make you feel like yourself. I remember for me, I'm a very humorous person. My friends can attest to that. Elizabeth, I can't keep shouting out, but my friends can attest to that. And for a while, for some reason, I lost my sense of humor. So my husband was like, Jeanette, is nothing ever funny to you? Or why don't you laugh about this and that? I was just not there. And the Jeanette who always cracked joke, the Jeanette who was the funniest girl ever, it's not self-proclaimed, you can ask my friends. I'm just a funny person in general, and for a while I was not that, and I didn't even realize that I had lost my sense of humor. I would be the type who would bawl out laughing over the silliest scene in a movie, and I was not that anymore. And catching up with friends, sometimes they get that out of me. They get the humor out of me, they get the joking Jeanette out of me. So it can be very refreshing, and I like that. I like that I'm humorous. I look at some of my videos and I laugh at myself, and I like that. I like it. So when you have friends who stir you up, who remind you of yourself, friends who actually help you be yourself, then you know it's therapeutic. You start to feel more like yourself, you start to feel better, you start feeling like that old gal, you know, that old gal. And that helps you, you know, mentally. It gives you a mental break from everything else going on, and it helps you reconnect with yourself. And finally, especially if you're married, do not cast your husband aside when that baby comes in. Remember, he was there first and he helped you make that baby. You know, it's so easy for us moms, especially when you're a new mom. Oh no, we throw our husbands to the side, like we just throw them to the side, because like I said, if you as a mom, you're putting yourself aside and just giving your everything to a child, sometimes you just don't have enough to go around to your husband. So men tend to get a little lonely when a mom is just bonding with her child and when her mind is just wrapped around taking care of her child. But trust me, you need your spouse for that emotional support. You need your spouse to help lift some of the weight from your shoulders, because when you forget your spouse, you no longer have someone you communicate with. You no longer have someone you get along with. It tends to be a lot of friction and issues once a baby comes in. So if you just want to live a stress-free life, just make sure you connect with your spouse. Do not ignore your spouse. It will only create tension, more tension in your life, because you're not just only feeling tension and pressure to take care of your baby, but you're also feeling the tension of, you know, you and your spouse not being on the same page. So prioritize your spouse. Make sure you guys go out, keep the fire and flame burning and going. And yeah, I'm sure you would not be in a rush to make another baby, but yeah, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, all's well that ends well. So new moms out there, yes, there's a possibility that you can lose yourself, but it's not in the way you think or in the way people put it. It's just, as human beings, we're not used to being so selfless, and when it comes to a baby that's so adorable, that's so cute, that you just want to just love on all day, it is so easy to put taking care of yourself aside and just focus on the baby. But yeah, so losing yourself is becoming more selfless, but sometimes it can cross the path of sanity and just make you look like a crazy old woman when you're out in public. But you know, ladies, like I said, these are the little things that you can do to get yourself on. If you've put on weight after that baby, hit the gym, do the diets, do whatever you need to just to feel like yourself, because one of the things that affect young mothers or new moms the most is just not being comfortable in their bodies. So once you cross that bridge, you're comfortable in your body, you look like the girl your husband married, you look, you know, like yourself back then before baby. It actually helps with your confidence and it makes you feel better. So healing starts from inside out. So once you feel great about yourself and once you're on the go, you set schedule, you get things more organized, it's easy to get in synchrony and not be all over the place and lose yourself. So always find people who will keep you grounded, keep you sane, and of course you have to make the choice and decision constantly to take care of yourself, keep yourself sane, to take a mental break, and to just rest. So I just want to thank you all for coming onto my channel. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.